What's up, y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut. Thanks for coming back for yet another week. I'm already sweating pretty good here for the day. Been in the garage doing some lawn work. But listen, today is a very important day because we're gonna have a little bit more fun calibrating some more sprayers. As you guys know, I have not had the very best of luck with the Ortho hose-in sprayer, mainly my own fault. By the way, some of you asked if I had some of this left over. So yeah, I got a little bit left over there. What is that? I don't know if you can see that. But this will keep, if you keep this in a, from getting too hot, don't, keep it out in the sunlight. It'll last, I don't know, 10 days or so. But if you have it left over, I mean, use it up. 10 days or so, you should be fine though. Also, if you don't know what we're talking about, click on the link in the description below. I will link you to the video that I did last week, which is how to mix up small batches of weed control and stuff. By the way, some of you also had asked about this being off a little bit. Let me explain what this is because we were not off. Sorry to disrupt the video here, but I want to correct this with you guys, so focus on that. There you go. Okay, so I don't know why there's a 1 fluid ounce on here because this is a dry product. The only thing I can figure is that someone's repurposed this somewhere else and that's not supposed to be on there. Or they're just giving you that for some sort of weird visual reference, I don't know. But you can see right here where it says solid line is for 1,000 square foot use rates, dotted line is for 2,000 square foot use rates. And those use rates correspond with the minimum and maximum for this dry product, 0.15 ounce per gallon and 0.23, and then there's the doubled ups. So this has been converted. I'm guessing this is a liquid tip and pour that's been converted so that you can do the old watcha there and get your 0.23. And I have weighed it. I've put the watcha in there all the way up, and then I do weigh it on my scale, and it comes out very, very close. I also know that a lot of you had said, hey, I convert my stuff to grams. Yes, very good idea, and maybe I'll do that in a video in the future. It's just my videos have enough freaking math in them, so I don't want to confuse people more, but I do want to do things the right way and give you accurate measurements. So with that, now let's get back to the video we're talking about, my Ortho hose-in sprayer and why I've not had the best luck with it. So as you guys know, I just have not had the best luck spraying with this, but it's my fault. It's my fault because I circumcised it. What I was supposed to do probably was just poke the middle out, but I just went ahead and just removed the entire foreskin that was on that thing. And I'm pretty sure, as a lot of you said, that's actually messed it up. So I'm gonna try the Ortho again at another time. But today I was down visiting my friends at Big Earth, and I saw that they had a sprayer in stock, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and try that thing. No, this is not sponsored. I just happened to go and buy things from where my friends work. While I was there, I also picked up some other supplies, and that'll be for a future video. And so I was just like, I'm gonna try this hose-in sprayer. Now what you're gonna find is, and again, I just picked it up, I didn't even really look at it. This hose-in sprayer is not really made for lawns. It's a little bit small. I think it's made for more like drenching flowers and bushes and things like that with very small amounts. Or maybe if you're gonna do weed control, that was like a tablespoons per gallon type thing. But what we're doing today, to MicroGreene, is ounces per gallon. So anyway, I'm already committed here, so we're just gonna go through with this. I'm gonna show you how to calibrate this particular sprayer, and then I have another sprayer that was sent to me a long time ago that I have no idea how to calibrate that we're gonna calibrate manually. So lots of math in this video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Lots of things going on, but now, before we go getting too crazy here though, let me just say, click in the link in the description below. Don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. It's a weekly newsletter that comes out with all kind of fresh lawn tips. And I'm telling you, I get lots and lots of good responses from those because I'm always overly detailed in those emails. And I promise you, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or super advanced, you're gonna learn something every single week, and it's free in your inbox. The other thing is we do have full season lawn guides, cool season grass and warm season grass. Click in the link in the description below to get those. One thing about those guides is, and I haven't really announced this before, but I'm gonna be updating them every single year, mainly because things change. For example, the Milorganite that I recommend in there, the formula's changed on that now, so I need to do an update on that for 2019. But there's also other updates that'll come in the ebook over the next couple years, and as I learn more things, as I develop new techniques, that kind of stuff, as I learn more about different grass types, I'll be able to really hone in those books a little bit more and more. And if you buy the ebook, you will always get the updates for free for life. We'll just, whenever we get an update to the ebook, if you've bought that ebook, we'll trigger it and send you the updated. So everybody who has bought either my Cooler Warm Season ebook or buys it going forward, you will always get updates for free for life. All right, so I don't know if you can tell or not, but my lawn it's struggling. You know, I can't put nitrogen on it because we have the fertilizer blackouts, so it's really, really struggling. I can tell when I cut it, it just doesn't feel as pliable as what it normally does, and it's just not responding. And it's getting a lot of water, but I can't put anything else on it. So what I am gonna apply though is the one thing I can apply, and that's some 002 MicroGreene. I'm gonna get that down today. I'm gonna use a 10 ounce per 1,000 square foot rate, which is what's recommended. If you look here, this is gonna have all of our awesome micros. By the way, newsletter that just went out this week was all about reading a soil test. And what you'll see is here, our rate for lawns blackout, and you could use this at any time. In fact, you can black out your lawn at any time you want and just use the MicroGreene as a way to keep it green and not push growth. So any of you guys could do that in between apps, whatever. It's also great for Halloween lawn domination. But either way, you can see here, lawns blackout 10 to 16 ounces per 1,000 square feet. So when I've done this before, when I did this last time, I just used the low rate, and I'm gonna continue with that. So 10 ounces per 1,000. We'll get a nice green up as good as we can until we get out of our blackout here. And so that's where it brings in the idea of using this new hose-in sprayer and trying something out. All right, so hopefully we can keep this organized here. So this is the model number right here. You can see, I mean, it's a stout product here. It's, like I said, it's just not, this one particular one is just not calibrated for this large of an application. So there it is. And we are not going to circumcise this one. We're going to leave this one fully intact as nature intended. All right, so there it is. You guys still see I always draw stuff out. That's just how I kind of absorb it. So we're going to kind of go around the map here to figure this out. So the first thing to understand is that the dial on the top is going to be pre-set up or pre-calculated or tabulated or whatever for tablespoons per gallon. So as you look on the top here, you can say how many tablespoons per gallon you want coming out, and the way you calibrate it is on this silver nipple right here. There's an arrow there, that's how you know. So right now you'll see that I have that dialed in at 10, so that is going to deliver 10 tablespoons per gallon of water. Now, as you know, like I told you, everything we're doing here is in ounces, see? 10 ounces. So we then need to do that. So we're at 10 ounces per 1,000 square feet, which I have down here. Oh, I smeared it with my sweat, but that's our rate, 10 ounces per 1,000 right there. So as you're gonna see then, we need to convert tablespoons into ounces. So 2 tablespoons equals 1 ounce. So what you're realizing then is, if you're a student at math, is you're realizing, wow, 10 tablespoons per gallon is the max we can do, and 2 tablespoons is only gonna give us 1 ounce. So in that case then, 10 tablespoons per gallon means we can only spray a max of 5 ounces per gallon. That's not really gonna work, because I really need to get out 10 ounces per gallon, or 10 ounces per 1,000, right? Now remember, we always stick with everything at 1,000 square foot increments. And because this only holds 16 ounces, the most it's really gonna spray is 1,500 square feet. And again, the reason for that is if I load 15 ounces in here, you can see it goes to 16, but I can't, that's not gonna help me. So if I load 15 ounces in here, which is only gonna cover 1,500 square feet for me, because my rate is 10 ounces per 1,000. Is that confusing or what? I hope not. Now here's the thing though, if you have a small lawn, this actually could work out pretty well. So if, for example, in my back lawn, I've got a small 500 square foot area. So this works out pretty good for that, because I can load this thing up and just have a nice, super easy, you know, spray and pray right over the back lawn that's 500 square feet. So the next thing we need to do then is just do a bucket test, because we need to know how fast our walk speed would be, right? We know that when we set that to 10 tablespoons per gallon, that's gonna give us 5 ounces per gallon, that's fine. But how long is that gonna take? You know, 10 minutes to spray out, or 30 seconds or whatever. So that's why we do a bucket test, to see how long it actually takes to spray that 1 gallon. You know what, we're gonna have to postpone this bucket test for 1 minute, because this edge definitely needs to be cleaned up. Oh, the lawn is looking sad, isn't it? You can tell this is why it definitely needs to be hit with some iron. Either way, we gotta clean up this edge. What the heck is this? Hold on. Back and clean it up one more time. I don't want you guys to have to look at that. I understand that's tough to have to look at that watching my videos, so I'm gonna actually go back on that one more time. Hang on. So that was like 35 seconds. So, you know, I always like to test things 3 times, and we'll take an average of the 3. Not really sure where I learned that from, but that's what we're gonna do today. So let's test it 2 more times and see what we come out with. And that's the time that we're gonna put on it so we know how long it takes to spray out a gallon. $33, pretty consistent. $32. What we're gonna do to call this good. So what we're gonna do to make my math easy is we're gonna call it 30 seconds per gallon. So we've got it set to 10 tablespoons per gallon. We know that 10 tablespoons breaks down into 5 ounces per gallon. And now we know that it takes 30 seconds to spray out 1 gallon from this sprayer. So then that means then my back lawn can be done in 30 seconds, and I'll get that 5 ounces out of the tank.